I started my 100 glow up tips last year, and now we are finally coming to a close with the last 10 glow up tips being today. So these are going to be some of the most unique glow up tips that you can apply to your life to be more attractive, to be more handsome, and most importantly, to look like a Chad and act like one as well. So without further ado, let's get it. Just be humble, bro. It's all about being humble. Never be too confident. Blah, 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 blah. If you actually search the real definition of humble, it literally means that you are below other people. Always being humble will not get you very far in this society. We live in a very superficial, narcissistic society. So unless you can actually develop a healthy ego and actually start being selfish, you cannot evolve. It's like the old age saying that whenever you're on an airplane, you got to put on your mask before you're able to help other people. So you need to focus on yourself more than anybody else. Your family doesn't come first. Your girlfriend, your wife doesn't come first. You come first. So your money has to be in order. Your physique has to be in order. Your mental health has to be in order. You need to get everything checked off the boxes for you, and then you can help other people. So you need to start being a lot more selfish, get a very healthy ego, otherwise you will not get very far, man. In this looks maxing community specifically, there's one thing that everybody seems to do, and this is going to be comparison. And like the old age saying goes, comparison is going to be the thief of joy. If you're constantly comparing yourself to other men, it's going to lower your self-esteem. Even if you level up from a 4 to a 6, now you're going to be looking at people like Chico, Sean O'Pride, being like, oh, why do I not look like them? So one way to level up, have an increased boost of confidence, is to just focus on your own journey. Focus on your own face. What can you improve upon your own face? Focus on your own physique. What can you change? How can you change your style? How can you make more money? And then before you know it, you're going to be ahead of 99% of people. But whenever you are just obsessively comparing yourself to everybody else, all it's going to do is slow you down and hold you back from who you can become. The number one way to actually boost collagen production within the skin is to exfoliate. Your skin produces all these excess skin cells, and unless you're actually able to regenerate the process, your skin will not have that glow to it. It's not gonna have that aura. So one thing that you should be doing is exfoliating on a daily basis. Now, whenever I say this, a lot of people think I'm talking about some really extreme chemical exfoliant that you cannot do on a daily basis. No. I only use gentle exfoliants, man. Like whenever I did my natural one, for example, I sell one on kalosique.com, the main exfoliant is going to be a coffee scrub. It's very gentle on the skin. Then right now I'm using a daily light exfoliant from a Korean brand, and it works fabulously, man. Even in the looks maxing community, the fashion community, I would say that there's two genres of people to how they actually dress. And I've always said this as well. So you got class number one, who doesn't know anything about what they're doing. They wear the college t-shirt, the cargo shorts. They dress like an old man. They don't have any sense of fashion. Then group number two is going to be the fashionistas. These are the people who just follow what everyone else is wearing. They try to dress old money. Maybe they try to dress streetwear, just copying all the trends. But what I always want you to do, man, take what you like from different styles, different aesthetics, and make it your own. That's what true style is, man. That's what true fashion is. Whenever you can actually create your own stuff from scratch rather than just copying everybody else. And this is going to set you apart from everybody else in how they are dressing so blandly. This one actually depends on your archetype and then your phenotype, but let's say you are more of the vampire, pretty boy aesthetic. There's one thing you should actually be doing on a daily basis, and this is shaving your chest. Every single day whenever I'm in the shower, I actually shave my chest because for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't grow very much chest hair. So the chest hairs that do come up just look like little pubes just crawling out of my chest. It's not a good look. But if you've got like that Zac Efron sexy werewolf thing going on, don't shave the chest. I would just trim it uniform in length so it looks very aesthetic. It doesn't look unruly, but if you rock with my archetype, you should definitely be shaving. One thing I am actually on the hunt for at the moment, just to experiment with it a little bit, is an all-natural self-tanner. So I've always said this actually, with the different archetypes that you like to play out, that you should play around with your skin tone as well. You know, like right now I've been doing more of the vampire. It's got like the pale aesthetic to it, and I like it, but I also like switching things up every now and then. So the best way to get a tan naturally is going to be with self-tanner, because if you get an all-natural organic one, what it's going to do is give you that bronze, beautiful skin tone without damaging the skin. Because I don't think you guys realize how much the sun actually damages the skin. And I used to be one of those health bros, because this is going on all throughout the health, all these health optimization guys where where they say, oh, the sun's not bad, blah, blah, blah. And the sun isn't bad for your health. It's not going to cause skin cancer, but what it will do is age you significantly. I think Jeremy Fragrance is the best example of this. The past 3 years, this dude aged like 20 years living in sunny Miami as opposed to his hometown in Germany, man. So it makes a huge difference. You want to be avoiding the sun and get a self-tanner if you want that glow. Everyone knows how attractive just being a little bit taller is, but what you may not have known is that it's not all genetic actually. It's only 60 to 80% genetic, 20 to 40% environmental, meaning that you can control it. Now, with both my parents being roughly 5'8", 5'9", I was able to grow to 6'6", as well as my brother was able to grow to about 6'4", 6'5", doing my exact same protocols. And the key is actually nutrition, because 92% of Americans across all social classes are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. What this does is actually shuts down IGF-1 human growth hormone, closing those growth plates. So the solution is Titan Growth 2.0, which has 500 to 1000% of all your daily required nutrients so that you don't have any nutrient deficiencies, so that you can optimize your height growth to the fullest. Don't forget to sign up for your free consultation to work with me one-on-one. I am now working with more people with my online coaching. As a certified trainer, as a professional model, I will help you build the body of a Greek god / male model and also become as handsome as possible. Link in the description box. Don't forget to join Kalos VIP. This is my school of looks maxing with my 3-hour looks maxing masterclass, 2-hour height growth masterclass. Right now, I've got the female nature masterclass. You gotta join now before I raise that price once again at 120 members. There's a muscle in the body that a lot of guys don't seem to know about. This is called the transverse abdominis, also known as the interior abdominal muscles. Now, what you may not have known is that there's actually a way to work these directly to where your waist gets much, much slimmer. Think of old school bodybuilders like Vince Caron, the Arnold Schwarzenegger. These guys, they were doing stomach vacuums consistently all throughout the day because it worked their transverse abdominis, making their waist actually smaller. And not just that, it changes the appearance of the waist. Rather than having more of a belly, now the waist is going more curve shape and it looks way, way more aesthetic. So the key to this is just to do a stomach vacuum randomly throughout the day, consistently all throughout the day. So whenever you're in the shower, brushing your teeth, maybe you just got some free time, you want to hit some stomach vacuums, this is the ultimate exercise to get a smaller waist. Have you ever seen that girl that is not very attractive, but then you see her with more attractive people all around her, and somehow it makes her look more attractive? So this is one strategy that you can actually do to appear more handsome. So you can have a lot more attractive friends. You can be friends with the Chads and the Chad lights, to where women are automatically going to perceive you as more attractive. And not just that, if you are surrounding yourself obviously with more attractive women as well, other girls are going to see this and see that pre-selection that these other girls like you, so you got to be a catch. You got to be the right guy for them. So being around more attractive people is probably one of the ultimate hacks to looking more attractive. And if you don't want to do all of that, I would advocate trying to use the halo effect to your advantage as much as possible. So the halo effect is whenever people perceive more attractive people as being better at certain things. So they have more abilities, they're more responsible, they're more intelligent, which is actually a lot of times I've noticed this to kind of be the case. So one way to obviously get this halo effect is to actually become more attractive. Follow my protocols, lose body fat, get to a healthy body fat percentage, change the hairstyle, start mewing, start optimizing everything, doing that nose breathing, everything to look as handsome as possible to reap the benefits of the halo effect. The last glow up tip in this series, as I've always said, don't be too obsessed about it. So I always think you should have a period in your life to where you do kind of obsess about it a little bit. Maybe like 6 months, all you're thinking about, all you're doing is looks maxing, but then you want to get to a point towards maintenance mode, man. You rarely look at yourself in the mirror. You only take selfies to upload it to social media. You don't really think about your looks very often. You don't compare your looks to other people. You're not thinking about, oh, who mogs who? Mog. It's not even in your head. Now what you're thinking about is your love life, your family, your goals, your money, everything. Because we're doing all of this to have a better life. And you're not going to have a better life if you get so absorbed into this. It's just like with anything else, like fitness. Like, you get the physique of your dreams and then you sustain it. You don't keep obsessing about it, man. So get your looks exactly to where you want to be. Fix what is necessary to be as handsome as possible, and then stop thinking about it for good. But that's it, man. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.